Our last questioner is a gentleman from Louisiana, Mr. Landry.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Sarver, do you know what the how much taxes Petrobras pays? How much U.S. taxes Petrobras pays?
I do not. I do not.
Mr. Fox?
I don't.
No? Okay. I don't know why we pick on our U.S. companies. Let me ask you also, Mr. Fox, do you know what the profits of Petrobras are?
No, sir.
How about the profits of Saudi Aramco? Any at OPEC?
No, sir.
No. But you got no problems with them making profits?
I wouldn't say I don't. I have a problem with the method in which they obtain those profits through non-traditional free market methods.
What would you say to those members of OPEC who fly around in those big jets and come party in the United States and all that? I mean, you think that's just terrible of them?
I don't think anybody flying around in a jet that's earned it is wrong. I just think when you can't treat OPEC like you can treat any other business in the world when they operate through a cartel, you would never let me as a gasoline retailer get together with all my retailers in the United States and fix the retail price of gasoline.
So you think
you
Exxon,
would pass legislation?
So you think
to prevent that?
You think Exxon colludes with OPEC?
No, sir, I didn't say that.
But you had a problem with the profits, and you had a problem with the salaries of Exxon officials and oil and gas officials, but you don't have a problem with OPEC's profits. I'm just trying to make sure we level the playing field here.
I absolutely agree and level the playing field. I have a problem when you make a comparison that ExxonMobil's profits are about 7 to 8%, and you say a gasoline retailer's profits are 7 or 8%, and you compare those two and saying I'm complaining about it. What I'm complaining about is how you got down to that 7 or 8% was to pay the CEO $450 million for doing a 90-hour job, and the service station retailer gets paid $60,000 for doing it. And the CEO has a private jet that flies that sheet.
Isn't that what America's all about? About that American dream, about that kid that might not have it real good, who maybe grows up in a poor family and works his way all the way to the top, and shouldn't he be able to make as much money as he possibly can and work as less hours as he can if he's that smart and that good? I mean, should we destroy the American dream to put your equation into play here? I mean, I don't know. I mean, just that's yes or no.
I can't.
Okay.
He's not that smart. He's not that smart. He's not that good.
Oh, really? Okay. Well, okay. Well, you a member of PMAA?
No, sir.
NACS?
No, sir.
Okay. You see, I did business with gasoline retailers for a long, long time. Now, isn't it true that when prices rise, it puts a pinch on y'all?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Isn't it true, though, when prices fall, you make a lot more money?
I would say to you, when prices are low, we make a reasonable profit margin.
Well, but
when
is
prices
it when
escalate,
prices are low, or is it when the prices are falling that you make your biggest profit margin?
No, sir. I disagree. In today's market, I disagree with you.
I disagree with that. That's not from my experience. And look, I want you to know, I got no problem with you making a profit.
I'm just saying
no
to you,
problem.
in today's market,
I'd like you to make 10, 15, 20%.
I think your statement 5 to 10 years ago was correct on falling prices. I think your statement today is wrong.
Now let me ask you a question. What would an all-electric automobile market do to your industry?
Destroy it.
Okay, could you tell me that again? An all-electric car market would do what to your business?
Destroy it. I'm a fossil fuel seller.
All right.
It doesn't mean I wouldn't support an electric vehicle as long as I could provide the electric
gasoline
service.
to it, right? That's right. If you can provide the gasoline, you don't care about whether it's electric or not.
If I can provide, the alternative fuels that are being developed today in a free and open market, I'm all for it.
That's right.
But when you restrict me from doing that because you pass legislation to do that, I have a problem with it.
Well, let me just get to one last question, and y'all can pick who answers. We've heard from the administration and from across the aisle that increasing domestic production will not help our gas prices in the short term, okay? But in what term will alternative energy proposals begin to affect gas prices? Is it a short term, long term? Can we do an alternative project right now that's going to just make the price of gas just start falling?
Well, go ahead. Anything that we do, alternative or not, is going to have a time lag.
Thank you. But I'm just
Anything.
curious. Yeah,
All
right.
alternatives today are more
Right.
expensive than the resources we have available that are conventional. So
Right.
that is a fact.
The obvious flip side of that
Increasing
question
supply-
is
let me
that
ask
you
you
need to start
real quick. I'm
developing
about
it
to run out
now,
of
or you
time.
won't have it in the future.
Right, real quick, I'm about to run out of time. Does increasing supply in the market, would that have an effect short term? Would it be quicker to increase supply than it would be to go to an alternative energy? Would that have a shorter impact? Would that have a quick impact on gas prices?
I believe so, yes.
Yeah, okay.
Market responds to market responds to signals like that.